Hello, beautiful souls. I am Sarah Ariana, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the death of the old. Yes, this is huge. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's dive right on in. What a start to May that we've had so far. So last week, we had X-class flare after X-class flare. Huge amounts of M-class solar flares. And then we had the biggest geomagnetic storm we've had in almost 20 years. And this amount of energy that came in was massive. And that is an understatement. So for some souls during this time of intensity, huge amount of energy that was flowing through each one of us, yes, you may have gone through huge physical symptoms, sensations of ascension, yes. For others, you may have noticed that it didn't affect you as it once did. And this is to give hope to others that went through quite a bit during the X-class solar flares and during the intense geomagnetic storm. However, all may have noticed that at some point you were tired, you needed to rest more, you may have needed to ground more and hydrate. It is so imperative to hydrate to aid these vessels that we are in. And also during this time, for some of us, and there's a variation, there's many levels again, there's many levels within this, the death of the old. Now, for some of you, you may have started experiencing this at the beginning of this year, 2024. And note that this video is timeless. It is timeless support for those that are either the first wave, second wave, third wave of volunteer, or that you may resonate with being a light worker, a light warrior. It does not matter. This is support for each one of us when you experience the death of the old. Now, the death of the old is not the death of the ego. The death of the ego is a releasing a part of self-identity. The death of the old is you were actually saying goodbye to your old life, to the old way. And this is in all aspects of your life. So yes, for some of the third wavers, second wavers, first wavers, whichever you identify with or don't identify with, it doesn't matter. Some souls experienced a variation of that, releasing of that during these geomagnetic storms and are experiencing that right here and right now. And for others, you may feel lit up with your project, you may feel good, you may feel expansive in this light, in this energy, that you are full steam ahead. However, the information that comes forth from the divine, from spirit, from all that is that yes, every single one of us that volunteered to be here will go through the death of the old at some point on our journey. And there are layers within this, and there's layers of releasing the death of the old at certain variations of your journey on your path. And we're going to move into the big one, the big death of the old. When you experience this, you are saying goodbye to your old self. This is emotional. I'm going through it right now. It's big. And this is saying goodbye to your old life and how it once was. And that could be you with friends. And you may have just noticed this recently. You're sitting with friends and you're having cocktails or mocktails, whichever, and you're out and about and you're sitting there and all of a sudden it just hits you like a bucket of cold water you've just been doused with. Oh my goodness, I no longer resonate with this. This is no longer my life. Or you're with your family. Let's say you have a dinner and you're out in a restaurant and you're trying to connect with your family members and it's not happening. And let's say after the dinner or after you see your friends or after you come back from your job, whichever situation, whichever experience, and you start to crumble. You start to release and cry, purge, whatever that looks like to you. Because you know in your heart, in your energy, you are saying goodbye to the old. And this needs to be acknowledged. It's not like, giddy up, here we go, yes, full force into the new 5D, woo, yes. Wait a second. Wait a second. We have to fully embody the letting go and the death of the old for the rebirth and the new to come in. So let's talk about March 25th of 2024. This was the lunar eclipse in Libra. What does Libra represent? Libra represents the balancing of the scales. It represents balance. And now October the 2nd of 2024 is the solar eclipse. So we know lunar and solar, it's a full cycle depending on the sign. It's also the solar eclipse in Libra. So this completes a cycle. The information that's coming forth from spirit, from the divine, is that this is the light worker, light warrior, all those that volunteered to be here. This completes a cycle for us of balance. So right now, from March 25th, and some of it may have started before for you. However, March 25th of 2024 was the big lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse. Full moons is releasing. So we are continuing to release all the way until October the 2nd, the solar eclipse. On some level in your life, we are going to continue to release and clear. And this is a transformational process. October the 2nd, it completes this cycle. We as a community, as a light-filled community, it gets emotional. We flow into the new. On some level, whether you're the first, second, third, whatever you align with, it doesn't matter. We are moving together as a community, as this beautiful wave of light with balance. For some, you will know exactly who you are and why you are here, and nothing will stand in your way. For you are love, light, and truth. Full stop. For others, there will be a sense of this, and then you will continue to release, clear, and heal, and flow into your journey on your path. And again, this video is timeless because some of you, some souls, are still in the 3D matrix and in those jobs. And yes, your light is needed there. Your beautiful light is needed there. However, in the coming years, you will experience a death of the old. And this is a massive time where you say goodbye to what was. And this also information comes forth for those that are experiencing this huge process right now. The new will come in. And this may be that if you have a family life, that it will be something new coming in. I'm not talking about a new family coming in. I'm talking about a transformation within the family. For some, it is a new job that is coming in, or a transformation within that job. And it's also regarding with friends, acquaintances. You then let go of what no longer serves you, what no longer aligns with you, and you connect to your soul tribe. You do not need to say and repeat over and over again, I want to connect to my soul tribe. I need this to happen. One intention with your heart, one time is good enough. The universe hears you. And when you are in alignment, when they are in alignment, this happens. You have faith, have trust in you, in your soul tribe, that this will align. So yes, we are in massive transformation. We are in the death of the old. And this is the expansion in May. Whether you come across this video right here and right now in May of 2024, or you come across this video 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, it doesn't matter, because this is timeless. The energy is timeless. And so right here and right now, let's talk about support. It may be that, yes, you are grounding, you are cooking beautiful meals for yourself. It may be that you need to be close to home, because as you go out and about, that the energies are really impacting you. And this will be for those that have the option to not really go out and about. You may find that gardening aids your energy, connecting with the earth, grounding. You may find that it is gentle moving in the body, yoga, walking, swimming, something along those lines, connecting with the trees, moving the body is so essential right now. And being in stillness, meditation. Upping our self-care is so big right now. You may find that even going to a therapist, talking to a light-filled counselor, someone that is aligned, that can hold sacred space for you, will be very beneficial. So yes, we are in the time of the death of the old. And in the last 2 videos, light language has come forth. And some of you have asked, who is this? What is this language? I resonate, I connect with this. This feels old, this is ancient. And it is. This is from my avatar. Each one of us has an avatar. And it was brought to my attention just recently that this is my avatar, and we've connected, and this is the language, light language of balance, of truth, of love and light, and this flows through each one of us. And she is here now, and together we're going to be bringing forth another light language. Again, this is timeless. And please note, after listening to this light language, we do recommend having a glass of water to hydrate the body, to help the vessel you're in. And also please note that you may need to lie down afterwards, at some point after listening to this, to really integrate the light language, the healing, releasing, clearing, whatever you are needing at this time to help you. So let us begin. This space has been cleared, and there's a crystal grid. You're not able to see it, but there's a crystal grid all around. So my avatar, we can bring forth this light language in the highest vibration possible to you. And at the end of this video, I leave some moments of spring. It's spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, and may the energy of these flowers, of the light, of the trees, bring healing into your heart, into your energy and soul. I thank you all so much for being here. Blessings of love and light to all. And if you do resonate with this light language, there is also on May the 23rd of 2024, I have the May Live Zoom Quantum Transmission event. To register, the link is below. And please note, these live Zoom events, whether you can be with me at the live or not, all that register will receive the replay. These events are very, very powerful. You will know in your heart if you're ready to come to the event and to be part of this. We begin the event with a transmission from the divine, with a message from the divine. And then we move into breath work to prepare us, our energy, for then the transmission that comes in. The transmission comes in, it lasts for 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and then there is a live Q&A afterward to aid our energies at the time of the full moon. It's important to have it on the full moon for the additional release of what we need to let go of. So once again, I thank you all so much for being here. Let's prepare now for the light language. We're going to begin with breath work. So taking a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. You can close your eyes here if it speaks to you. Breathing in through the nose all the way in and being guided to the root chakra, to the base, the tailbone area, the base of the spine. I want you to hold your breath here. And when you're ready, long exhale out through the mouth. Sigh it out loudly. Second breath in, breathing in through the nose. Feel loving kindness flow into every part of you, down the vessel, down into your earth star. So this is below the soles of your feet. I want you to hold it here. And then gentle exhale through the mouth, letting it go. And you can be sitting for this, lying down for this, whichever speaks to you. Third breath in, breathing in through the nose, all the way into your heart. I want you to hold your breath here into the heart. And then slow exhale out, letting it go. And now connecting to my avatar, Shiama So Kiana Li 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 Li. Oh, sho. We're beginning to cleanse. Siana. So each one of us were in the void. And some of you may even feel that you were in the void as you're going through the death of the old and closing out doors, opening new doors, not quite yet there. So you're in this void. And we're in this void area, and it's this cocoon of light. So we're in this void of darkness. It's black. It's like a velvet black. It's comforting. It's warm. You feel safe in. There's this cocoon of bright white light that is around your vessel. And then it goes on either through infinity on either side. There's light codes within the light that is going around you. Keep breathing here. Very mindful, slow breaths. And it's this pulsating light that is flowing around your cocoon. And now there is a vertical cocoon of light that surrounds you. And you are standing now vertically. And there's a ring of light now that is surrounding the heart. Rays of light now begin to filter out through this ring of light that's around the heart. This is clearing filaments of traumas. The wounded healer. Releasing burnout. There's a pulsating energy that is flowing into the hearts, all around the heart. A pulsating energy that is flowing. And I'm going to ask you to keep breathing here. Hold your breath. And then long exhale out. A lot of heat now flowing into the heart area. So the heart chakra, the heart space, has gotten quite a bit larger now. There's a lot of warmth that is flowing in. If you're not feeling the warmth, you are still fully receiving the energy of this transmission of this light language. So there is protection now around the heart area. It's this golden light. It's also a peach color here as well. Oof, it's very, very, very healing. And it's this thick light. It's a very thick expanse around the heart area, around each one of us. This is the intention. The intention of this light language is to aid all of those that are flowing through the death of the old. We're closing doors. We're moving into a new time of our lives. Grounding this intention now into the earth, into our vessels. Connecting to your mission and purpose. There's threads, there's roots and threads of the earth that came up through your light pillar, your grounding connector within you, and then it's creating it's in this incredible tree branch roots, cocoon around you. It's this beautiful golden earthy brown. It's all intertwined roots that are flowing through the crown, through your soul star, and then wraps around you to your earth star. It's connection. It's connection to all that is. This is to aid us for those that are in the void. Before we flow into the new. Shasana, Shosayana, Shosiana, Shosiana, Chukukukukukoa. So along this light language now is flowing into these tree branch roots that are all around you. Si shoma, chia, sho, shiama, chioma, zoom, sa, ara, soa. Yamalioma, so it's just showing this massive, incredible mushroom, and the fairies have connected, and all the elements of this planet have come forth. And it's the energy of this mushroom that's all underneath. It's connected. They're showing me that even one mushroom as it grows, there's this connection that's underneath. Oof, truth bombs all over. It's connection underneath that flows into the earth. And this connection is within each one of us right here and right now. Always has been. However, this is ignited. And now it's this incredible, massive tree. And the guama canopy of the tree is over all of us. If you have the opportunity after this light language to go and connect to a tree, the information is coming forth to place both of your hands on the tree trunk, asking permission first to the tree, asking if you're able to place your hands on the tree trunk. And this will complete Shoma, this transformation. Sana, you will still receive the full healing if you're even not able to connect to a tree. However, if you're not able to physically able to connect to a tree, they're asking after this light language to visually asked to connect to a tree. Sana shoko mama si 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 sa sho 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 sho. Sana na 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 oop 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 oop. So now taking a slow deep breath in, a mindful breath in through the nose, and letting it go. With each mindful breath that you take now, another breath in and long exhale out. You're now, if you're sitting and ask you to lie down, if it's available to you, melting down onto what you're lying down on, and you're going to begin to feel your arms begin to get very heavy. Sink down into what you are lying on. Shoma. Rolling the shoulders back and then allowing them to release on what you are lying down on. You feel your legs, your feet fall out towards the sides, your legs begin to get very heavy. Oh my shiyama. Mother Earth is holding you here. Sana, we are working together. Sama jukuma. Your spine gets heavy and is released into what you are lying on. Your head melts down. Shoma siana loma. Now it's almost like this beautiful, heavy blanket of moss that is made just for each one of us is now gently folded down onto you, laid upon you. Shama, yoma. This moss covering flows over the feet, the legs, the hips. So much gratitude comes in here. Over the belly, the chest, down the arms, all the way up to your neck here, and you feel enfolded, protected in this layer of moss, of safety, of protection. We are all connected. We are all love. Take a long, deep breath here. And long exhale out. Long, deep breath in. And long exhale out. Long, deep breath in. And let it go. Staying here for as long as you need to. You can close your eyes. You can go to sleep. And may this healing, loving, releasing, clearing energy aid you in this now moment. Namaste.